fogginess. Ugh. Fix that. Okay, that's much better. Yeah, that's better.
Just for you.
Oh, child. Okay, now, why don't we come up a little bit more?
Okay.
Now, that is not transgender friendly lighting. Oh God, let's go ahead and do away with this. She was just asking about like transgender friendly lighting, and honey, this is everything that is not of transgender
See,
friendly
this
lighting.
one is good. This one we're working on.
Honey, there's no working on. when you just go ahead and just do away with her altogether. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? That wasn't exactly what I wanted to give. I think I'm just gonna put her more over here. She's, you know what? And I'm gonna go ahead and put. Where's that shade at?
Make sure my wig is on all right.
Wig, girl.
Yes, honey.
That is all you.
It's a wig.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I wear wigs, honey. And it's not glued on or nothing. So to make sure.
You don't want to tell the wrong. You don't want to say the wrong people things. They'll try to snatch you.
I got hair under so snatch away.
All right, people. This is why I don't do lives too often, because of the. Yes, I gotta deal with like getting right lighting. Hi everyone. So I'm gonna be simultaneously going from this platform to this platform here because we're doing this the hood way. Meaning that I'm live over here on YouTube and then I'm live over here on Facebook. Oh, I haven't started this one yet. So, I'm gonna, yeah, lighting, honey.
We're figuring it out.
Yeah.
We're getting it together.
Ugh.
I don't know where to look.
So, you know what, we can just go
Swap.
back and forth.
Okay.
And see what it's giving. You know, see what is it really trying to give. So, yeah, I have not gone Facebook Live in such a long time. Haven't gone YouTube Live in such a long time. And this is exactly why. Because of the fact that I have to keep... Thank you. Such a mess. I have to keep doing the lighting to make sure that the lighting is perfect. Because, like... I feel like these different platforms, they like to play around with the girls. Like... yeah. I think this is probably...
Oh, wow.
The shade.
The shade of it all.
The shade
they
of it all.
just shut us off.
No, that's the lighting thing. You know what? I think I know. Okay. Ugh. Such a mess. Okay. All right. Okay. That's the lighting I wanted. The warm lighting. All right. So bear with me, people. Like I said, I'm going to be switching back and forth from this platform to this platform because we're kind of sharing the views and everything like that. I have my girl Rahima here from Twin Cities Tea Time, or Tea Time, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Okay. And I decided to invite her to come to LA because of the fact that, well, you kind of had a shady situation happen with you. Did you want to share that?
Yeah.
You know, about the guy that you were talking to?
So, this guy I was talking to on Instagram was blowing me up and was like, you know, I would like to see you. Do you travel? And I'm like, you know, I'm open to it, you know, talk the right stuff. And then he was like, you know, I would buy you a ticket. And I'm like, well, show me that you will buy me a ticket. And so he actually bought a ticket, and he sent me the email with the ticket and had my name on it and everything. But, girl, as we were getting closer to the date, the communication just stopped.
That's LA man for you. I was just telling her, the LA men out here are so flaky and everything. We went to Costco, and earlier on today, I was showing her around. We went to Costco, and basically, you know, the guys were into it and everything. I was just telling her, don't even beat yourself up if you get clocked or something like that, because these men in LA, they're just beyond tired. You know, it's nothing. You know, I've not been clocked in a long time, but I was just telling her that if the guys get the tea, then honey, don't sweat it. Okay. I mean, we had these two guys that came on to us, and he got our phone numbers and everything like that. Two dark skinned guys, and they were really into you. Yeah. I noticed that, but. You know, I was just telling her, like, she was like saying, do they know? I was like, honey. Because
you never know. You know, and it's like, do you just come out there with it?
You know, the fact of the matter is that yes, when the time is right, all will be revealed.
Exactly.
That's what I say to that. But I was just telling her that, you know, don't be mad if they clock you or whatever like that. Girl, it's we all get clocked. We all get clocked and whatever.
Yeah.
I want to entitle this Pull Up and Pop Off because of the fact that can't hear you. See?
Ding, ding, ding.
I was going to say, like, damn, this is like too good to be true. We're doing a broadcast and everyone, there's nothing going wrong. Let's see. Working on the volume now. Yeah, can you look on the Facebook one and just basically monitor to make sure that the volume is up to par. Here we go.
Just bear with us.
Okay, can you hear now? Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Can you hear me? Is that on Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's a little delayed. Can you guys hear me on YouTube? Why does it sound so muffled like that?
Yeah.
This is why I do not like going live. It's just like one thing or another. Oh. Okay, now I can hear a little bit better, but it's still sounding muffled. Okay. Can y'all hear me here on YouTube?
They're saying
barely. Yeah. They're saying I'm good.
But Facebook's saying barely.
They're saying barely?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Because
Sorry,
no. Lately, it's like it's never an even balance. Either when I've done this before, it's either YouTube can't hear me and then Facebook can hear me, or then YouTube can't hear me and
it's muffled. Yeah. Okay, well.
Is it still sounding muffled?
Yeah, on Facebook. Sorry, Facebook.
I don't know what to tell y'all. You know what? Hey, this is the best time to go ahead and tell you guys to, come over to YouTube, and so you can hear me there, because I'm just going to just cut this live off anyways on Facebook. But yeah, Foxxjazell Problematic, come on over here. You won't have any muffled sound, so yeah, I think that's how we're going to solve that.
Yes.
Can you go ahead and put in the comments, just go ahead and put like go to Foxxjazell Problematic
Okay.
YouTube. Okay. That's how we're gonna solve that. Because I'm not about to play this game today of like, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you? No. I got rid of Verizon 2 years ago.
Okay. Well, I just put it in there.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna let you girls, get into the tea on here. But what's your Rahima just put it there. It's Foxxjazell Problematic. So I'm gonna let you girls get on, get the tea on there a little bit longer, as we,
Who knows? Maybe the sound will kick in.
I mean, we can just kick Facebook off altogether. No shade to my Facebook fam, but
Yeah, they slip.
I don't really too much care for that platform as it is. So hey, it kind of works out better. So So tell me, you were also gonna get some surge done.
Yes, I was.
So, with some hip augmentation.
Yeah.
You're gonna get pumped.
I wasn't gonna get pumped. I was trying to avoid that. I was thinking about getting hip augmentation, like hip implants.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't really see too much of that, but it's a thing, and I was really interested in getting.
It's a thing that usually people clock too.
Yeah, and that's what made me want to not do it, because 50-50 chance of it just not looking right, or one of the implants like pops, or whatever the case may be. So I was doing my research, and my surgeon that I was going to go to just had some bad reviews, and that kind of deterred me.
Ooh.
That deterred
like
me.
What type of bad reviews? Like, did somebody die?
No, not that. But just like one popped.
Oh no, no ma'am, no ma'am.
Or like
honey.
it collapsed in the under.
All right, I'm gonna close it off here on Facebook. So if you girls, guys, they, she, we, wherever,
Everything
want
in
to come and see the rest of this live, just come over to YouTube, .com, and my channel is Foxxjazell Problematic. Okay. Finish here. Finish. Okay, so I'm glad you got a chance to review that person before you actually went to go see them, because I'm gonna just tell you.
Well, like I actually messaged one of these patients that saw that surgeon, and like had a whole conversation.
Honey, what is the surgeon's name? Put that surgeon, because I need to know not to go to this surgeon.
Okay. Stanton, Dr. Stanton.
Where's he located? Or she located?
In Cali.
Oh.
Santa Monica. So that was like gonna be my first trip out here for that surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And then
that was gonna be this month too, huh?
Yeah. But I just, something in me told me not to follow through with that. And so somebody's playing a saxophone out there? Is that common?
No. Well, nothing's common that happens out here on the street at night. That's just what. No, I'm serious.
Can y'all hear that, by the way?
I don't think that they can.
Okay. Well, that's kind of cool.
Girl, just get a BB. What is a BB, VV?
A BBL. So thank you, whoever wrote that comment, because I decided not to get that procedure, and I was like, I'm just gonna go the BBL route.
Mm-hmm. A BB.
A BBL, but I think she forgot the L.
Well, what is that? You're educating me.
A liposuction where they take
and
they put it in the right area, so it's getting pumped, but with your own fat.
Okay, that's the one that kind of goes away after a while.
No, it's like the fat is put in a different area, and you just have to maintain that fat. Like, if you're a person that loses your fat real quickly, then it's probably not good for you. But if you can like maintain a weight, then
So it's a possibility that it can disappear then.
Yeah. And that's why that was my first reason not getting it. But I've seen people have really good results with just like, even if they had to do it a couple of times, a BBL.
Mm-hmm.
Like going from my frame, which I'm like tall and slender, and then having really big results. Not that I want to be big, but like hourglass curvilicious. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and but you know that sometimes that can be kind of clocky.
Clocky?
Yeah, that can be kind of clocky. You know, because I will say myself, like one of the ways that this lighting is just I can't be myself when the lighting is not on point.
Okay.
But no, one of the ways that I can say that that can get a girl clocked sometimes is by having that, you know, curvilicious shape.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you for one thing, like I was at the CVS not too long ago,
Okay.
and two incidents that I saw two girls that looked very tranny-licious, and the body was just like
boom boom pow.
And I could have swore it was a tranny. Honey, come to find out, it was Nikki Baby. You know Nikki Baby from Love and Hip Hop.
Yes.
I swear to God, she looked like somebody's only transsexual, honey.
Yeah.
And I noticed that's the look. That's the look for the females to look tranny-licious.
Yeah.
That is the look.
And I don't want to go that route, but I want, cause I'm very narrow, and I just want a little curve to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I am trying to figure out exactly like how to keep
the comments out.
Yeah, because like it's interesting. Like this is my first time in a long time going live on YouTube and going live from my my iPad, and they're always changing things. Yeah, they're always changing things. Like the BBL is the deadliest plastic surgery procedure. Just be careful.
Yeah, I've done my research.
Well, I mean, if you're going to, I mean, like that person just said, if it's going to be that risky, if you're going to be taking the risk anyways, what's stopping you from not going to see someone like a Dr. Melina or Lisa Marie and getting pumped?
Oh.
Well, I'm just saying, if it's risky like that, then when you want to risk it,
it's
on
the same risk, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and
yeah.
Now here's the thing with me. It's like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like, oh, surgery is bad and everything. You know, yes, I will tell most girls that, yes, do your research.
Yeah.
Do your research, but at the same time, you're gonna do what you want to do. You're gonna do what you're gonna want to do. At present time,
yeah.
The surge that usually tends to be the more realistic tends to be getting pumped, and I think that we can look at that by seeing like just not only the girls in the community, but look at Cardi B, look at her work, look at Nicki Minaj's work, you know, and we know that's not no butt augmentation. These girls got pumped.
BBL.
Huh?
Are you sure?
There's not be. Oh no.
They got pumped though. Pumped with what?
Pumped. And this is how you know, because like DJ Vlad.
Pumped with what?
Still, honey.
Okay.
Silicone. Basically, this is how you know, because for one thing, both of these girls, they're in the community. They hang around the community. It's been said so many times through people that, you know, that communicate with them that they've been pumped.
Mm-hmm.
I know what pump work looks like. DJ Vlad actually had interviewed this one lady that was pumping the girls, and she went to prison and everything. And he had asked her about something in regards to Nicki Minaj. And I think he said something about like, oh yeah, Nicki Minaj says that she hasn't gotten pumped, and she was like, hasn't got pumped with what? And just her facial expression just lets you know that girl, Nikki, you know you got pumped.
Yeah.
But I would
to be
say
honest, maybe I'm just out the loop, but you don't really hear many girls getting pumped though. See,
you may not hear.
I'm from Minnesota, okay? So.
Yeah, that's what it is, honey. You may not hear, but you know they're getting
girls
pumped.
are getting BBLs. That they're pumped with their own fat.
I don't think that's the ones that.
I mean, I know Nicki, I know Cardi, these girls, even Kylie, shoot. They had all that pregnancy weight. Guess where that went? Even Beyonce, when she had those twins, guess where all that went? BBL, baby. She might have even got a tummy tuck because
well, you know what?
What
the girls say and what the girls have gotten done, that's two totally different things.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, like when we saw those guys at the Costco and everything like that, you know, because she was talking about like, oh, they're looking at us kind of weird, like they must know.
I thought they clocked me.
Honey, if they clocked you or whatever, it's nothing. Because the guys here in LA, they're a different type of breed. They're a different type of asshole.
Okay.
And if they clocked you and they didn't clock me or whatever, don't feel bad about it. I mean, it happens to the best of us.
Well, I'm used to the clocky, you know, because I'm tall, I'm 6'2", and, you know, I just expect it. That's why I don't feel like I need to put it out there on Front Street, because it's like, well, are you blind? I mean, can't you put two and two?
I mean, you don't have to put it out there unless you're a sex change. Are you a sex change?
Yeah, I've gone through the operation. Yeah.
Oh, now I see. It takes a whole. Okay, so let me ask you this.
Right, but I've gone through the section, but I'm considering myself a trans woman still. Like, I think it's naive for people to go through the operation and think, oh, I'm not trans anymore. Like, that's silly.
Let me ask you this, and you can be completely honest with me.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've always wondered this, like, you being a post-op girl, do you tend to get the guys that basically they're looking for a T-girl, but then they find out that that you're post-op and that you don't have the main component that they want, so then they reject you, and then you have the guys that are into, you know, females, and then they reject you because of the fact that they want a female, but then you kind of feel yourself like you're in that position. You're in that no man's land. Has that ever happened to you?
Not yet.
Not as what?
I was gonna say, like, not as of yet.
Okay. How long have you been post-op?
A couple years.
Okay.
And I haven't just been out here like Freaknik City, like, you know, giving it up.
Yeah, you seem very reserved.
Yeah, and I've really wanted to, like, learn that part of my body again, and I wanted to just have a relationship with that part before anybody else does. But I have, like, as of recently experimented, and you know, I haven't experienced what you're saying. I find that guys that are attracted to trans girls and they assume that you're not post-op, you know, once I tell them, oh, I'm post-op, they're like, that's cool.
Do they still stick around though?
I mean, I don't look to them for a relationship or anything.
Okay, so this is just, these are just like hookups. Okay. But I'm saying you haven't tried to go down the road of like, let's start something or.
No, not yet. Not with the cooch. Okay.
Well, like I said, you know, you don't feel bad.
But you know, I think it's interesting because I've seen some of your videos and whatnot, and you tend to have your own opinion on post-op girls.
My own opinion? Like what do you mean?
Like, you know, you kind of feel like maybe you don't agree with it. I don't know.
You make it seem like I'm
anti-post-op.
No, I'm very like, I'm all for the post-op. I tell the girls all the time, if you want to go ahead and get the SRS, go ahead and get it. I would probably say that I'm probably the biggest cheerleader for the girls getting the SRS, especially the girls that look like me or, you know, that I've always considered to be competition or so like that. Yes, girl, get your vagina, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what made you not want to do that? Because you're very fish impossible.
You mean with the lights off?
No, with the lights on.
Oh, okay. Flattery will get you nowhere. No, it's a funny story. It's a funny story because I've had the money for my sex change like 3 times. Okay. And also, people, I'm gonna finish that, but I just want to just tell you girls real quick. The reason why I'm calling this pull up and pop off because we're kind of freestyling here. Anything that you want to talk about, that you want to get off your mind, off of your, pull up and pop off. And the number, we're gonna supply a number for you girls to pull up and pop off. That number is 747 999
999
5503.
Okay. No.
Once again, pull up and pop off.
You better call
The number
us.
is 747 999 5503. Yes. And please, if you call in, be very respectful. The minute I detect any type of BS, any type of faggotry or what, click, honey. Do not start it. Do not start it.
I don't need Satan.
I don't need nobody. I don't need nobody that wants to play in my face tonight. So that means Big Dick Dana. That means no Kool-Aid. Who else do I have a problem with?
Cookie.
Well, I don't have I don't have a problem with Cookie. I have a problem with those Cookie Monsters.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Those Cookie Monsters. Whatever, honey. I will. Yeah. Tonight is not the night that it's giving, honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I heard that.
Yeah. So yeah.
So what's the number again?
747 999 5503. That is the pull up and pop off numbers. If you got anything you want to pull up and pop off about. But what I was saying is that a couple years ago, I actually had the money to get the surgery done. I've always had the money like 3 times, but I always mysteriously end up not getting it done. And this time I was going to really get it done. I was going to go to Dr. Precher.
Okay.
In Thailand.
Yeah.
And I sent him the $500 deposit. And I remember it was like January the 16th I was going to get the surgery. I remember that date.
Okay.
And I would say from December the 1st of the month before that January, I kid you not, I was getting guys that all wanted me to top them. And I had never been opposed to topping a guy and everything, but it was just all of a sudden I was in a position where I had to top these guys because, a lot of times they were business propositions and, I couldn't turn them down. But I was really getting my life.
Yeah. And
I started thinking to myself, damn, if I'm going to be getting it snipped in a couple, less than 30 days. And I will admit.
It's your moneymaker.
But see, I will admit, the reason why I wanted to get it done every single time was because of a guy. Because I thought it was going to keep a guy around. It was nothing I really wanted.
Really?
And no.
Not even the complete feeling,
I think when every girl transitions, she thinks that's what she needs, that's what she wants. But and this goes into another story here. But trans is different than what trans was when I was coming up and everything.
That's so true.
Trans now is non-binary.
Yeah.
It's it's whatever you make it is.
Yeah.
It's basically not having any surge and just saying I'm trans. So that is basically what it is. Half of the time these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a really good point because I decided to get the surgery.
You ever regret getting the surgery?
I thought.
Oh, you that pause there, honey. Girl, drink some more, honey. We gotta get all the tea. Girl, you took a long time for that pause, honey. What is that giving?
Okay, I thought I did regret it at first, because at first you're like, what the fuck did I just do to myself? Right? It's what the fuck? Because it looks crazy. And then you have to learn how to use it, and you have to go through that healing process. But now that I'm at the end of the road of all that, I'm totally in love. I love it.
Do you ever slightly get penis envy sometimes, where you kind of miss having a penis?
The only thing that I would miss about having that would be
The orgasm.
yeah, and how easier it was to come.
Oh, it's easier to come with a penis than it is with a vagina.
Yeah, it takes
Ooh.
longer, and you know, it's just
Couldn't be
easier.
me.
But I'm just saying,
Better you than me, honey.
I like. I don't regret my surgery. I'm happy. You know, I just told my homegirl this just the other night. Because she just found out I was close to her. And I just like said to her, if you use your piece for anything when it comes to the bedroom, like, then don't get it. You know?
Someone had said, let's see here. Someone had.
You just scroll up, I think.
Just go up. Okay. Vivi, Cookie's in prison. Laugh out. I mean, where else would she be? You know? Are we expecting to like? Oh, Cookie's in a job program or something. Where else would she be besides prison?
The shade.
No, the truth. just the truth. Did those guys ever text you back?
Oh, let's see.
But it's just.
Pull up
And don't.
pop out.
Yeah, pull up and pop off. Come on, people. Everybody got so much to say in the comments.
Let's see.
And what I was saying too is that, like, I was just telling her, like, for one thing, I just
Got out.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that's supposed to be.
Well, congratulations.
Yes, congratulations. Thank you. It's a brand new tattoo, and it will be.
Oh yeah. What is
Yeah.
it? Can I touch it?
Yeah, it's a skull, but it's brand new, and it'll in a couple more days I'll have another tattoo, because that's the great thing about having temporary tattoos. I've been playing around with tattoos lately.
Do you like henna?
Yeah. I've tried henna before. I've done henna a couple of times, but I like the temporariness of it all.
Yeah.
You know.
And you can like.
I don't ever like
it
the
up and
exactly just like wigs
creative.
and makeup, honey. You can just nothing's permanent.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I was just telling her, like the guys that saw us at Costco, you know, don't be mad or so if they may have gotten your tea and didn't get mine, or whatever the case may be, because that's just how things come. That's just how the cookie. Did you ever check to see if they had text you? Okay.
So they actually did message us back.
Were you talking about the party tonight?
Yeah. They were like, do you
what was I gonna say?
I don't quite understand this message. Do you have another girl to go to the party tonight?
Oh, they're asking, they want to have a third girl to come?
Let me ask that real quick.
Okay. I mean, there's only two of them. I mean,
Right, why would they want a third?
honey, I'm about this close to saying, honey, do you have a coin? All these questions and everything. Child.
It seems like as soon as you say that, then they just stop communicating.
Of course!
It's so... People.
But they want to ask all these questions, have all these demands, honey.
Right.
Ugh.
Okay, they're texting now.
I want to see y'all in person.
Oh.
Oh, a person said, I want to see y'all in person. Do you have enough coins to see us in person, honey? Appearance fee? Yeah. What were they asking?
They were like, do you have another friend besides that dark girl?
Dark? What? Dark girl? I'm not dark skinned. Let me see that phone.
Okay.
What? Girl! Weren't they dark skinned?
Yeah.
Yes, like Wesley Snipes 10 times 2, and they're asking.
Child.
Maybe. I don't get it. See, it's yeah. We're gonna just keep
I'm
it
not
moving,
responding to that bullshit.
Honey, that is their own insecurities. That is their own insecurities. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why the trade's reading you. That's why the trade's reading you, Kimberly. The trade's reading you. Learn how to talk first, honey. Learn how to put things in a proper sentence. The trade's reading you. That was one trade, not two. That wasn't a plural. No, I'm saying, that was one trade. That's why the trade's reading you.
Oop.
Girl.
That was a read for the reading you.
Yes. The colorism. But if you live here in California, you kind of get used to it. You kind of get used to when someone is darker than you is calling you the dark girl and saying, I want something light skinned, or I want something that's, red blonde or whatever like that. It's yeah. It does not bother me too much because of the fact that I am all for diversity. I did not date my first black boyfriend until I was like 24.
Wow.
Yes, yeah. Oh, child.
Why was that?
It was a variety of things. I mean, I lived and I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And I can honestly say, and this is a conversation within itself. This is a conversation. Can you repeat something?
Mm-hmm.
This is a conversation within itself. Like, some of us that are African American, we tend to exist in a somewhat like semi-racist family because like I can remember my auntie telling me when I was like younger, oh, don't stay in the sun too long. You're gonna get dark skin, and when you get dark skin,
right.
And I used to get even to this day. When the sun is out, I'm terrified of like getting dark skin. Yeah, exactly, because of the things that were put into my head back then. That's why I like wear like when I wear sunscreen, I wear like SP 50, like 50 or better, because of the fact that I'm so terrified of subconsciously of getting dark skin. And then I remember
that's fucked up.
Yeah, but this was my auntie, and she's high yellow, and she would say, oh, when we lived in that one neighborhood, because I lived in a predominantly white neighborhood, and most of the white people started moving out. She's like, white people moving in, that's when the niggas started moving. No, white people moving out, that's when the niggas started moving in.
She was a racist or something. Or what?
Well, she did have white passing privilege at times, but a lot of things that she did say, they were true, even though as fucked up as they were, because of the fact that, that was true that when, but it's interesting like how certain things that you learn when you're a child, you're still having to deal with them as an adult.
And it's stuck in your DNA.
Yeah, it's stuck in your DNA, like
that trauma.
Like I've always like wondered like why come I've had like trauma and like drama with like a lot of dark skinned people. I mean, very few dark skinned people I've gotten along with, but I've always had a lot of trauma in my life with dark skinned people. But I've met some really cool dark skinned people. But when I think about it, people like Big Dick Dana, she's dark skinned. I think I had a problem with the Man-Made crew when I was on Tea Time with all of them are dark skinned. So yeah, I mean, it's just like
what's the tea with that?
With what?
Man-Made crew.
What's that? Hey, Risha and Fox. Risha and Fox?
I saw the Tea Time. I think
Maryland.
I loved it.
Okay, so they're.
So this is how Risha and Fox. I saw Tea Time Maryland. Loved it. What made you want to do it?
This is how you detect shade. Okay. She knows your name is not Risha. Okay?
Yeah.
She knows that it's not Tea Time Maryland.
Okay.
But she mispronounced it. That's when you gotta always catch the shade.
So Donna is being shady.
Yeah, she knows it's not no goddamn Tea Time Maryland. The trade want to have a preference but never have money.
Period.
Exactly.
Nobody's calling
everything.
in.
Huh?
Nobody's calling in. We gotta tell them about the number.
Nobody wants to call in because nobody. Hello, are you available?
Okay, y'all. Let's do it.
Well, see, I've noticed when I've done this pull up and pop off, no one calls in because it's too much of a responsibility. No, like this. See if this one. Okay, you can call in and you can even block your number. We'll still answer. Now we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Because last time I did a pull up and pop off, nobody called in, but as soon as I said you can block your number, that's when they called in.
Okay. They don't want any evidence of calling or something.
Yeah, but they want to be able to call you and talk shade.
Right.
Through the comfort of a blocked number.
747-999-5503. Okay.
I can't believe I'm listening to this. You are the same color as I am, and I don't consider myself light skinned.
Dark skin is beautiful.
It is. I love dark skinned men. Let me say something. I'm not condoning dark skinned people. I'm just basically saying like how I was raised. Like I was raised on this notion that dark skinned people are bad or whatever, and I'm just saying that my experiences with dark skinned people, for the majority, have not been the best. However, I've not let that dictate me and say, oh, I hate dark skin. No.
Yeah.
I love me some dark skinned dick, honey. That's the best kind, honey. You know, girl. Yes, I love dark skinned men. You know.
Yeah.
So that is not the case whatsoever.
So what's your preference?
What's my preference?
Yeah.
My preference is a man that's masculine and that's comfortable with his masculinity.
Oh, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you were saying how you were getting dates topping guys. So did that influence how you have sex now? Just in general? Now? Because like you were doing it because money is being offered, but then you ended up liking it. So are you one of those trannies that tops motherfuckers around here?
That tops?
Because there's a lot of girls that be topping, and I'm just like.
I mean,
ooh.
I'm very careful about what I say on here because of the fact that like I've noticed like most people that you meet nowadays, they're disingenuous, meaning that they're gonna only tell you what they think you want to hear.
Okay.
And I've met guys before that I can clearly tell that they have watched my videos before by the language that they use. Like, yeah, that's fucked up. You know, this toxic masculinity. Toxic, and he'll say all the right things that I want to hear, and then I'll throw a monkey wrench his way, something that he's not expecting, and then he'll usually fail. Okay. And it'll be something as simple as, okay, so you got all this stuff to say and everything like, oh, on your way over, can you stop and give me a Slurpee? Be something that simple.
Yeah.
Can't do that. But everything else, you talking this big game and everything, can't stop and give me a Slurpee. And it's not so much the fact that I want a Slurpee, you know, like, no. Those are like those are what you call monkey wrenches. Those are what you call planting, how you plant something. Because, yeah, don't ever get it twisted to think that, you know me so well to where you're gonna just tell me bullshit because I know it's bullshit, and you're gonna come over here and switch it up. Because I'm gonna switch it up before you even have the chance to switch it up.
Okay, clearly. Clearly.
Have you ever thought of coming back to singing? Love listening to your songs. Okay.
No, I think she should.
You know, I will say this: I never officially retired from doing music. However, with music, I feel that it cannot be forced. It has to be something that has to happen authentically. And I haven't been inspired in a long time. So, that, hey, if I'm inspired, the money looks right and things of that nature, then yeah. But those are a lot of components of what goes
And were
into
you
that.
independent
Mm-hmm.
every time you did music?
Yeah. And that takes a big toll on you too. Like when you start doing things and, you know, you're putting and you're financing all of this money into it, and then what you're getting back is nothing near of what you put in.
We have a mutual friend,
Who was that?
Kevin Chaos. Shout
Oh
out to
yes,
Kevin
yeah, Chaos. Yeah, I forgot. Totally forgot he was from Minneapolis.
That's my love.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is it. Yes, just like going back to college. Oh, yes. Two things that I've done that I'm pretty sure half of the audience would not have done.
Slurp.
The Slurpee trick.
No shade.
It does.
It does.
It doesn't always have to be a Slurpee. It can be something as simple. I always say, make it something that's simple, but not too simple. Simple enough to where anyone can get it, but not simple enough to where he's gonna have to put some work in to get it in.
Right.
Because that right there, that tells everything.
I'm gonna try it.
But then again, I think there's so much emphasis on like going back to college and everything when you think about it. A lot of people that have been successful, especially like the Mark Zuckerbergs, and they've dropped out of college, or and college doesn't always guarantee that you're going to get something.
Exactly.
I think that used to guarantee that, oh, you're gonna go to college and
you have a career.
Yeah. Now it's like you go to college and you may get an entry level job.
Right. Or you go to college, you get a degree, and you end up not even using the degree.
And still getting an entry level job.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think nowadays
I think there's so much. Yeah, I think there's the wrong emphasis put onto that. But because practically everything, and I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna say it. I've said it many times before. Knowledge is readily available on the internet to anyone that knows how to use Google.
Yeah.
And you can ask Google whatever. So knowledge is readily available to anyone.
Right. You really don't need a book anymore. Because books are online.
Unfortunately, yeah. And then you
get all your reading from being online.
Dealing with people that have half of a brain and you having to put them in check. Yeah.
Preach, sis. That's what it says.
Anyone wants to pull up and pop off?
Yeah.
Tell us what's on your mind. How do you feel about the current state of everything that's going on? Anywhere from the Dave Chappelle show to the transgender community. Even some people that have had a chance to call in or see Rima's new show, which is Tea Time Minnesota.
Tea Time Twin Cities.
Oh, okay, so it's Tea Time Twin Cities.
And you know why it's Twin Cities? Because we have two big cities in our state, St. Paul and Minneapolis.
Okay.
St. Paul's the capital, but
What have you noticed that has been like one of the biggest struggles of like starting a show like Tea Time Minnesota? Twin Cities.
Yeah. Well, I guess right now, so far, since we've only done one episode, the struggles have been kind of scheduling the time with some of the people behind the scenes, like booking the studio.
Okay.
And confirming the date.
Okay.
That's the only thing.
Okay.
As far as like girls willing to be a part of it, we're good on that. We actually are getting a lot of girls that want to be a part of it. So
that's good. That is really good. I was just telling Rahima here that I think it's very commendable that she is starting the Tea Time Twin Cities. Yeah,
I
because
will say this though.
what?
I have noticed when I've reached out to people that I've wanted to be in the show, just seeing how some people will be very communicative and respond back, and some will just be quiet and silent.
Mm. But I bet if you put an incentive or a coin there,
Exactly. Things will change, but
very quickly. I was just having a conversation with her earlier on. I was just telling her that I give her credit for doing this and starting the Tea Time Maryland,
No, Twin Cities.
Now you see, yeah, exactly. Now you can catch that tea. You can catch that tea. That's how you catch the tea there.
Right?
Yeah.
Sis, I used to work in the trans community, and it was hectic, I think, because of the resources, but there was plenty of girls that was on pause waiting for, I'm not sure.
Waiting for hormones? What do you? Can you clarify that more? So
Yeah.
I will say this: like when you're serving that community, it's a very tricky and a very challenging community to serve because you have to deal with all of the shenanigans, and you know what? I just realized
What?
I'm not a part of Tea Time Network anymore, so I don't have to censor myself. You have to do a lot of the fag shit.
What?
You know, because that's what I was dealing with when I tried to do Tea Time LA.
Okay.
You know,
no, explain the fag shit.
The fag shit. Basically, meaning that, okay, well, girl, I don't need you anymore for this show, honey. I paid you your coins, you can go. Oh, okay. Okay, so, all right, well, I'm going to take this girl and this girl with me. And I'm gonna blackball your name. Let's see what type of tea time you're gonna have now. And that's the tea. That's the fag shit I'm talking about. And that right there can really break someone's spirit into ever wanting to do anything for the girls anymore.
Ruin what you got going.
Yeah, because I had such high hopes for Tea Time LA. You know, I think that people that knew me back then and saw like how energetic I was, you know, and this was naturally energetic. This was not no energetic because of some substances or whatever. You know, I was really rooting to get this off the ground, and then to have the girls kind of like, thank you, but no thank you, and
waiting for more tea time, basically, is what she's saying.
Broadcasting.
And this person's been blocked.
Blocked by who? Because I'm not on Tea Time Network anymore.
I think that you should revamp it for LA.
To see someone is bringing back Tea Time. Well, I mean, this is not the first time someone has tried to bring back Tea Time. You know, like I said, I tried to do Tea Time LA.
Tea Time London.
Tea Time London.
And then Tea Time ATL's in the works.
It's in the works. Who were the girls though? Oh, who were the girls? They want the smoke. They want the. I think everybody knows Miss Gia Banks. You know, legendary Miss Gia Banks. You know. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, one of the things I've realized is that when you're doing something like Tea Time and you're trying to be the executive producer or whatever like that, you have to put a fine line between you and the girls. Because I will admit, my part of where it went wrong. I can't be like partying with the girls on Friday, doing lines in West Hollywood, you know, getting turned up, and then come back to work on Monday and be like, oh, respect me. You know, I'm the executive producer.
Yeah, you have to remain professional.
Yeah, I have to divide those lines. You know, you can't really be communicating with, because I know like when I've had my outreach job before, and one of the main things that, like, both outreach jobs I've had in the past is that, you know, you can't fraternize with the clients.
Yeah.
You know, they were very strict with that. And I never understood that because I'm like, well, we're both peers and we're both in the same age group. We both go to the same places. We both share the same trade half of the time, involuntarily. Yeah. So how is that going to happen? But now I understand because, like, when you have that close-knit, it's hard for people tend to put you in a different category.
Right, and respect you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get that.
Mm-hmm.
But does the part of you want to maybe, you know, redo it with
they
other
said YouTube
people?
took the phone number down. Can you put the phone number back up there again?
Oh.
I mean, yeah, I would be willing to do it again, but you know, I don't want to just make it so like on the trans.
So the number is 747-999-5503.
Put it in the comments.
Oh.
Are you on the comments and on
YouTube? Not yet.
Okay, yeah. I used to watch regularly your Tea Time episodes. That was so amazing. Unfortunately, you stopped. Yeah, we stopped it in 2017, and the reason that we stopped it was because of a variety of factors of things. So for some of people that actually saw that last season of Tea Time, we were going through a lot of things. I think the biggest thing that happened is that we had been taken over by the Man-Made crew. We were down on some rough times, and unfortunately, the Man-Made crew had to take over and finance. And you know, when you get girls that are financing the ship, they feel as though, okay, honey, we're gonna do things my way, and you know, this is how this is gonna be.
But wasn't that New York?
Yeah, that was the New York one.
And so,
but they tried it, you know, like Miss Terry Man-Made. She actually suspended me one time from Tea Time.
wow.
My own show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Well, what was her position?
She was the big boss bitch. She was the main one. And a lot of that played out on Living Man-Made, which was a spin-off of Tea Time with the Girls.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like that, but I would also say the numbers started declining as far as the viewership. And
I'm getting all the tea.
yeah, but when the viewership is starting to decline, and then the girls are giving critique, but they're not giving coin, you're not giving any honest critique, or you know, like things that can really elevate.
Yeah.
You know, we kind of just pulled the plug because it was kind of like on this way out the door, anyways. Because a lot of people don't know that. You know, I think Gia Man-Made, she was already getting ready to go and dedicate her full-time occupation to, you know, the Man-Made crew, which, you know, I don't blame her. I mean, that was where her alliance was, because that's who she came in with.
Pop-off number is in the chat. I'll just put it in the chat.
Okay, cool. So the number's in the chat. Pull up, pop off.
Yeah, let's get a couple of questions.
Yeah, anything that you want to say, be respectful. You know.
So, do you ever think about bump? What?
What were you saying? Huh? Do I ever think about what?
Redoing Tea Time LA.
No, because like the Tea Time brand itself, no matter what people think or so, I may drop in or so and do. I feel like that's something that I've done in the past. I've gone past that, and I don't feel is that. I feel that I have evolved, and I feel the person I've evolved to, a lot of girls that, you know, that are discovering Tea Time, it may turn them off. It may make them think another, you know, because of the fact that a lot of people cannot take my realism. You know, they can't. You know, it's deemed problematic.
Okay.
So, you know, if you want a place where you can grow and you can be never criticized, and you can get lots of bullshit told to you, like, oh, girls are transgender women are women, period. Transgender women are women, and not have it be challenged, then, you know, Tea Time Network and other platforms, they're the best thing for you. But over here, we're going to challenge that.
I want Twin Cities to be problematic.
You want it to be problematic?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the low viewership right now is problematic?
Yeah, I want to build that.
Okay.
It's going to happen in time. We have to be consistent. So.
Well, I must say, I feel that, and I was telling her this, I feel that out of all the tea time brands that I've seen, this is the more reserved tea time. I mean, I think that through the whole episode, I didn't hear you girls curse not at all, and I think that's commendable. You know, not every girl can, not every tea time needs to be messy.
Well, not every trans girl or a group of trans girls need to be going at it with each other.
Yeah. And it shows you
stigma.
But you know what? It shows differently too, because you girls are in a small town. You know, things happen slower in a small town. And I think that people are more respectable of things like when there's a tea time Twin Cities, because you know, it's kind of like it doesn't happen like that that often or so. Because I imagine, and this is me coming from a small town too, that you know that this is probably the hottest thing since sliced butter, you know, in the Twin Cities. Because do you girls actually have a community there? I mean,
it's big.
Oh, okay.
Probably not as big as LA or New York.
Or is it like a community meet up at the library once a month or what?
No, not that I know of. There's little things like that around. I personally haven't been to anything like that in a while, in years.
Mm-hmm.
But there are different groups and stuff.
Okay, different support groups.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, like I said, you know, the girls are going to gravitate to this because...
And I actually started my own support group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
is it going to be the tea time support group?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's called Trans Focused. We meet monthly, and we've met only a couple times now. Mm-hmm. And it's been a good group of people.
Okay.
Yeah, so follow on Facebook, Trans Focused. So we got... Let's see what we're talking.
The number is not in the chat. They say the number's not in the chat.
See it? I'll put it in.
They said YouTube has blocked it.
How did they block it? See, I put it right there. Pull up and pop up. Call 747-999. That's my comment.
The Dawn Diva. Put it there again.
Okay.
I'm not seeing it on here.
Why would they block it?
I have no idea. I mean, YouTube does a lot of things.
Shady.
Yeah. That's why when it comes to these lives and everything, you can never... See, I don't see it anywhere. I don't see you anywhere on here.
Okay, I just put it in again. The Dawn Diva.
And you see it's not coming up anywhere over here. Oh, Shawnette says, I love what you brought. Are you... I'm assuming that you are talking toward Rahima. She said, I love what you brought to the tea time brand. Fox. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. A lot of people don't understand that, and I was just telling her this because, like, she was, I guess, was trying to compare tea time, Minnesota, saying, oh, well, we want to get problematic, but sometimes it's not about that because, like, we were in a. We started, that was a different time. That was pre-pose, like, basically everything that was, like, trans-related. And a lot of those things that happen on there, like me almost going upside Aoki's head with a bottle. I saw that. And me getting into a Milan, those were real candidate moments that, you know, I didn't give a fuck about there, you know, being a camera on. You know, you're not going to disrespect me, you know, period. And plus, I was high at the time. But whether that been high or not, I was still going to high-strong it across her head if she had tried me. And I think that I never really wanted to promote that side of tea time. I never did. You know, that was never my intent. But at the same time, when we would go back and edit it, and the question would come up, do we edit this out? I would say, no, you don't edit it out, because this is what girls go through. Right. They go through things like this. They go through, you know, wanting to beat your sister up of maybe not wanting to crack her upside the head with a bottle or so. But they go through that argument of like, oh girl, I had your man and everything like that. Yeah. So, you know, you want to be authentic. And you want to show the rawness of it.
Yeah.
And due to the fact that you girls probably, I can't imagine you girls probably have that type of, arguments or so, because you're a different group of girls. I mean, you're like career women.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you guys have any arguments, it would be like.
I mean, it's definitely possible. I mean, it does happen. It's just capturing.
Yeah, maybe like something different, like
I think it's the first episode.
arguing over like whose shoulder pads you're gonna wear or something like that. I mean, I don't know what like girls in small cities argue about.
Shoulder pads.
Weren't you girls wearing shoulder pads?
No.
Oh, okay. So you gotta catch the shade.
Okay.
I'm trying to teach you how to catch the shade, honey.
Yes.
So not having these people playing in your face. Girl. They'll be playing in your face all day, honey.
You are funny.
What happened to Milan? We need to know where are the now episode. Milan does not exist anymore. I'm not trying to be shady. She does not exist anymore. Now the person that was Milan, honey, I was just telling you this. Sometimes when the girls get a sex change, honey, they don't know nothing about nothing, honey.
And that's a shame because I think that girls.
That's a shame.
Well, because I think that I know girls that have had it and they're still themselves. Like, you don't have to change who you are and just be like, oh, I have to disappear from everyone.
I understand where girls like that do this. I understand, but I will say that in this day and age, it's a little self-defeating because, like,
be proud of being trans. Is that corny ass thing to say? I mean, like,
I personally think that when a girl that's fishy like Milan or so, when you get a sex change or so, it kind of ruins the purpose of getting the sex change if you're gonna go out. I mean, you can support your transgender girlfriends and oh yeah, I support you transgender people and your community and everything like that. But I'm over here. It's a little delusional, but at the same time, let's be honest. We're not there in the world where you're going to be accepted wholeheartedly as a sex change trans woman. And hey, if you can do it, hey, do it to it. But it's not something I encourage, and it's quite frankly not something a lot of girls can get away with doing unless they've had the FFS and all the. I think it's been practical.
It's impractical.
It's practical on a sense of survival. Because like some girls may not want to have a big billboard that they're, I used to be trans, I went to do this surgery.
But I think it's like really, it's more of a boost to your like confidence.
A boost?
When you're like, I used to be trans, and then look at me now. Type of mind frame, and just like be that bad bitch.
Yes.
I have that mindset. Like, yeah, you're shocked. I'm that bitch, and I'll take your name. You know what I mean? That type of shit.
Well, I think that it's great to have that attitude and everything, but coming from a realist, in a practical sense of it, I've seen and I know a lot of girls that have gone down that route, and to be honest with you, yes, they have problems, but less of their problems are around the trans thing. Let's try to keep up with this. Come on. It's so funny how people keep asking for the number. We've said the number over the phone. We've said the number over
Plenty of time.
Yes, and people are acting like they're Helen Keller, like they don't see it, like they don't hear it.
Fox, I watched Tea Time strictly because of you, Lil. You brought the show to the next level.
Oh, thank you.
And we don't have any more after the Milan comment.
Just trying to understand.
This is different.
You stated that trans women are women. That's just like saying that. I think they're putting that towards you because I know that's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm saying. When the girls say transgender women are women, it's a little misleading because of the fact that transgender women are not women. Period. They're transgender women.
Yeah,
And I think there should be.
I'm not trying to be in a woman's lane. I'm
But I feel
creating my own lane.
I feel that when the girls get out here and they say transgender women are women, then it's stepping on the toes of the females.
A cisgender woman.
Well, okay. Let's just do this here because I'm gonna. Because honey, this ain't no tea time with the girls bullshit over here. We're gonna call them biological women or women because a lot of biological women have said that they don't really feel comfortable with that word cisgender. And
I mean, just another thing for people.
Yeah, but you can't be mad at them. You can't be mad at. And then, honey, you know, I was watching this video of this other girl, and she was talking about, oh well, we're not comfortable with, she was like, we're not comfortable. This is trans girls. We're not comfortable with you using the word trans. But you are a trans girl.
Yeah.
But we're not comfortable.
We can't be that sensitive, people. We can't be too sensitive because we're touching on just being too sensitive.
We've
been past that. I think that we deserve to claim the title trans woman. That's
trans women. Trans women. Not
that's
just
what we are.
Trans women are women.
I'm a post-trans woman. That I'm proud of that. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. And people that want to hide and get out of that, it's just, I don't know. It's not for me.
Okay, so I think she's just asking the question of she's just trying to understand that when you say transgender women are women, and I agree. I mean, there needs to be there needs to be a differentiation between women and trans women, because yeah.
Because we are our own type of woman.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just black and white what being a woman is.
I have a question.
So many different.
How does one deal with bio women at the workplace? Well, we all know what that can feel like sometimes because but I'm assuming you're talking about bio women that are, I guess, trying to be friendly but coming off shady at the same time, or because I know when I have had who's Teresa?
I don't know.
Is that the girl's name? Oh, I think you can be anyone you want to be as long as you do it well and true to yourself.
Right. Period.
You can, but some people, they take that to the next level and try to be real. When you say that, this is how people like to play it in your face. People on the right, oh, so you can be whoever you want to be. So if I say I'm a plane, then I'm a plane. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of you got to clarify that. You can identify as however you want to identify within human form and within logical sense.
Yeah.
But some people just like to take it overboard and oh well, sir, does that mean I can identify as a child?
Or animal?
Yeah. And then they always try to connect it to the pedophiles.
Yeah.
They're just so dying to connect that. Whoa. Yeah.
Let's use our brains, people.
They use their brains for the wrong thing, honey, to try to compare it to something else that is not.
Okay.
This is directed to your guests. It's not about being sensitive, it's about being respected. That's what they said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But what was that in regards to?
I think that was in regards to the statement about the females, the transgender women are women, that so many girls have taken upon themselves to, claim or so. I'm gonna tell you another reason why that statement is so problematic, because let's say if you're a girl that's just coming up, not yourself that has the post-op or whatever like that, but if you're a girl that's just coming up and you have that mindset of well, I don't have to tell them anything because I'm a woman. Because they said, I'm a woman. Transgender women are women. And then you go.
Delusional thinking.
You said it. I didn't.
It's delusional
Hello.
thinking.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I mean, because we have to always remember that we're trans. You'll never not be trans, but you know,
I mean, and
you're a woman, but we're a different type of woman.
and that's the type of ideology that I stand by because like okay, all shade, all tea. You're going to have some people out there that just believes that this whole thing is delusional. Like, yeah, you're a little mentally off because you're not a woman. You know, let's just stop this shenanigans. You're not a woman.
Playtime's over.
Yeah, this is you're not trans anything. You are a man. You know. However, some people are just not gonna get it, and that's okay. You know, they're not gonna get it.
Oh,
What?
I get what they're saying.
What?
Biological women don't want to be called cis. That's not being sensitive.
Yeah. I've said that before. You know.
And I said that people are being sensitive, and I get that.
Okay.
I get it. Okay, you called me out on that. Next.
But you know, I've also really realized that some women don't like the term females. And I was surprised at that because, if anything, I thought that was how you differentiate a transgender woman from a female. But then I've realized too, like this is how you do your research, you know, a lot of men will call women females as a derogatory thing. Like,
really?
Yeah, like trying to insinuate that they're a female dog or whatever like that.
Okay.
Or, you know, I know out here on the West Coast, you know, a lot of these street hood niggas, you know, when they get mad at the females, y'all, motherfucking females. You know, so I can understand where all that aggression comes from and how the association with the word female comes in.
Right. But having to emphasize that they're female and they're male.
Or dogs in some sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Hers, that's my middle name. I have no problem with it. What is...
I said that to Tina because she put cocktail drinks.
They get triggered when us... Child. I think I've said this before. That girl... You're going to have to start reading those comments, honey.
I'm reading.
No, because girl, I get triggered when I see that name Tina. No shade to Tina, but you know, girl over here is trying to be somewhat sober and sane. Saying Tina I always told her.
Triggered.
I'm gonna be triggered with either way it goes, honey. Tina or not.
Tina, do you have a different name?
Yes, my middle name, Crystal.
I'm done with you.
Do you feel some bio people?
Guys, call.
Okay. I need you to start answering these because see, like every time I come in here and I get in, yeah, it's too that transgender friendly lighting, honey.
Okay, and I don't want to get close either because y'all.
Yeah, you can just read from the. That's what I'm saying.
They were saying, Tina. Sorry for triggering you again. Tina was saying, what were we drinking? So do you want to tell them on your cocktail that you made for me?
We're drinking.
I'm empty by the way, but that's okay.
Oh, you want to refill?
I'm going to get another one. I'm going to get some.
We are drinking a little bit of Seagram's vodka and some Ocean Spray cranberry cocktail. The cup.
Maybe just a little bit.
Oh, there's only just a little bit in here.
Guys, okay. So as you guys know, I'm from Minnesota. Okay, as you heard, I said the Minnesota.
Yeah, go ahead and support that episode on the T-Time Network.
I'm gonna go out tonight in WeHo, West Hollywood, and Fox suggested that I go to.
What did I suggest you go to?
The club you suggested.
Oh, the Abbey. The
Abbey.
Yes.
So I'm gonna check that out, and we'll see. I mean.
Okay, another thing too.
Yeah.
And this is no shade.
Yeah.
But, I mean, certain places and things of that nature that you want to broadcast out on here because the reason why the Abbey is you know, because not all the girls know about it.
Well, now they know about it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That some things are best left under. It's not for everyone.
Well, listen.
Yeah.
I'm tired of all this motherfucking hiding shit. Okay, let's just broadcast.
It's not hiding. It's just like some things are meant for some people.
Hush that.
You know.
Like no. This is where I'm gonna be at. Show up, show out. Let's go. You're like, wow.
Can you read those comments there? Like
yes.
I said, yeah.
Okay,
that
so
transgender friendly lighting is not friendly when I get up close on here.
But you didn't tell him. Oh yeah, you did tell him what we're drinking. So don't sip if you're going out later. Saying,
she's not driving.
I'm not driving.
Yeah, and neither am I because I have no car to drive. So
Fox should go with you. Oh, you should.
I should, but Uber is so expensive right now.
I'll pay for the Uber.
Oh. But I mean, this is your first time coming here, and you're
save it till next time I come.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
I'll catch her next time.
Yeah, exactly.
Because next time I'll stay.
And I wouldn't want my guests to come and spend money. Yes, that is so improper.
Oh, girl.
Can you read
sisters.
that other comment? Yeah.
Okay, so the Abbey is white LGBT.
Yes, it's white LGBT.
Why
exactly.
did you just assume I wanted to go to a white LGBT place?
It's white LGBT.
What? Why did you just?
Let's just stick with that, girl. It's white LGBT.
But why?
If they think that it's white LGBT. Let them think that. It's
okay.
LGBT. Yeah. You can know what really goes on.
Hey, I know you were real good to Tookie Tolkien. That was so nice. But we never see her. Is she still alive? I was wondering about her.
I don't know. The last I checked, she was in jail or so.
Fox, you look fine. When you get close to the camera.
You see, that's a troll. that is a troll trying to entice me. So I can come up to the camera and then they can read me for filth. Yeah. This is, honey, I'm gonna just say this. All this is just like thrown on together because she came over and like I said, everything's just been going like lopsided this whole week. Like
really?
nothing happens the way it's supposed to happen. You know, the plumber was working on the water at the last minute today and I had to take a shower and all that stuff and
Well, I'm glad that even though it's last minute and we just made it happen, I'm really glad that I got to come. No, you look good, Fox. You look good. And I'm really glad that I was able to come. And
I'm glad you were able to come
through too.
Yes.
So thanks to the guy that bought the ticket but then ghosted me. Okay? Thank you.
Are we getting any other comments?
Let's see here.
I guess we're gonna close the pull off and pop offline.
Are we still boycotting DL men?
Who's boycotting DL men? Who said that?
I don't know. Maybe you said it.
Oh, honey. No.
Video.
You got the wrong Giselle, honey. That's that other Giselle. I did not say nothing about no boycotting, no deal. Boycotting
Promote
DL.
your show.
Boycotting DL. Did you realize that?
Okay, so
boycott the deal. I mean, there's not gonna be.
Donna Andrews is saying, promote your show. Why should we watch it?
Tell them.
Because you should watch it because Twin Cities is a city that a lot of people, especially in these main popular cities like LA and New York, you don't really hear much of. So we're gonna give you a different flavor of girls, you know, have similar topics but different, and I think you will like every individual host that we have on. It's not always going to be the same girls, so there'll be a little bit of everything. Okay, so tune in to December 24th. Look up Facebook Tea Time Twin Cities. That's how you'll stay tuned on everything. Okay?
Yeah, support the show. Show these girls some love.
Maybe Fox will come on one day when she comes to Minnesota. She's not responding.
Hey, anything's possible. That's just not one of them.
Oh, okay then. Let's see what this says. Do you have hope for trans women finding love?
Who was that question directed to?
Both of us.
Yes. I do have hope for transgender women finding love. There's the best love that you can start with is the love within yourself.
Exactly.
Yes, and finding love in someone else. Get a dog. A real dog, not the ones that like come in and you meet off a grinder.
Or come in you.
Yeah, or come in you. I'm talking about a real dog, the ones that give you unconditional love. Yeah. That is love that we can really depend on.
Right.
Now, how would you answer that question?
I think it is possible for us to find love. So.
Okay.
It's harder. It's a lot.
No pun intended.
Yes, you have to filter out a lot of douchebags.
And also, I'm glad that we're talking about that too, because before I close this off, I just want to just tell everyone, especially some of you girls in bigger cities, or actually any girl, real woman are not. Actually, anyone with female energy should be aware of this.
Ding! There you go.
Tis the season to give, but tis the season to get snatched. So what I'm just trying to say is that be on the lookout, because this is the hobosexual season. Meaning that if you see, or if you have some guy that comes in your life and all of a sudden he wants to start something with you and all this, make sure that you fill everything out, because some guys, they're just looking for a place to stay now.
It is winter time.
Yeah, that's hobosexual. And a hobosexual is usually any guy of any sexuality that will get with you just for a place to stay.
Vivi, yes, I did get flued out, okay? I got flued out, but it would have been nicer if he pre-bought the hotel.
No, it would have been nicer if you would have actually asked for a Cash App spending allowance to go along with that ticket.
I know, but then would he wouldn't have sent that.
You never know.
Before. I could have.
You never know.
Yeah.
Because one thing I've noticed about when it comes to people like that, sometimes you get men or just people period that just has, they want to just do a good deed.
Yeah.
That's why I always tell girls that have their own websites or OnlyFans, or always put a Cash App or a PayPal link up there, because you never know, somebody wants to be just generous to you one day and I'm just gonna put $100 in there for just for nothing at all.
Yeah.
I
like that.
Who doesn't like that? But you won't be able to experience that if you don't have the link up.
Oh, I definitely have links up.
Yeah.
In fact, I have my in the bio, okay? If you look up Instagram, Riri Von Tees.
Riri Von Tees, right.
That's my little, my OnlyFans name.
You have OnlyFans?
Yes. I told you this. As of lately, I've been coming into my own.
Oh my God! What are you giving on OnlyFans?
Well, if you
tutorials
subscribe, you might see a little bit of everything.
Some ankles, or
I embrace my skin.
Okay.
I'm confident in my skin, and I'm showing it to the world.
You're showing skin right now to the world. What are they gonna get different than the OnlyFans?
Just what's underneath this shirt.
Some cleavage.
So, maybe a little more.
Okay.
If you get the bundle pack.
Oh, honey, this is turning into a whole nother website, honey. This is not Chatterbait.
Okay, we're done with that. Next question.
I think that
we're done here.
Yeah, I think we're done here, honey. Yeah, nobody's pulling up, no one's popping off, but as soon as the live is off, they're gonna pop off.
Okay. But it was really nice to join this pull up and pop off with you, Fox. So
It was
thank
nice
you.
to have you here, and you know, I wish you the best of luck with
Thank
Minnesota. You know, to all the girls like Shimmer, Shimmer, I love her. And all the other girls there, I wish them the best of luck.
Thank
You
you.
know, and for all of you girls or people that keep going in the comments and saying, "Oh, the girls are back." Come on, you know goddamn well that is not. You know goddamn well that that is not us on that. Someone had messaged me and said, "Fox, you got big on there. You know, she got thick," and I'm like, that is not me on there. And they were saying, "Oh, what happened to Milan? She let herself go." Honey, that first of all, you know, they were just being shady. They were being shady because
Yeah.
I was just like, well, honey, while you're talking about this, and you know, goddamn well that's not Milan, that is not me on there.
Rude.
Yeah. I said, why don't you show yourself?
Yeah, this is a completely different.
They know
group of
that.
Girls. Get
Keep
it right.
coming. Oh, the girls are back. Oh, the girls are.
Yeah,
How do you come back from
show
something
you.
that you were never at in the first place?
We'll show you.
Oh,
Twin Cities, we're here.
yes. All right, girls, and guys, and everything in between. See you later. And this is me checking off. And be sure to check out Rahima's show, Tea Time, Minnesota. Yes, and yeah, and really support the show. Support the show, and go ahead and all that good stuff. Can you push the off? Because like I said, I don't want to get too much in the camera. Yeah. I think you're gonna have to pick it up. Oh.